1045 The Team, 1045theteam.com. On the phone for the second time in as many weeks, it is Carmen Maciariello, the Shen grad, the Siena product, who is the assistant basketball coach at George Washington. The Colonials now making the, I wouldn't even call it improbable, but a 4-seeded run to the NIT championship. They beat San Diego State in the semifinal, and now they're taking on Valpo. Carmen, congratulations. How do you take down Valpo?
Oh, thanks so much. Valpo is going to be a tough test. You know, guys really did a good job buying into our game plan with San Diego State. And, you know, coming into this game against Valpo, we've beaten the MAC, the CAA, the Mountain West champs, and then, you know, going into the NCAA, you know, Seton Hall had won the Big East tournament, and Virginia, you know, had won as well in the ACC. So, you know, trying to make another run here. We'll take on a tough Valpo team. They got, you know, they're very talented. They have a bunch of first-day high major players, as we feel we do. Keith Carter's a very good point guard, quick. They got you know, the nation's leading shot blocker in Fernandez. He's you know, really disruptive. Alec Peters is a pro prospect at the 4 spot, similar to our Tyler Cavanaugh from good old Jamesville DeWitt up there in Syracuse. And you know, they got a transfer from LSU to Hamnick, who's you know, very talented athlete, 6'7", but he's a guard. So, you know, kind of a la like Yuta Watanabe. So, you know, it's going to be a great matchup. Bryce Drew, they do a great job. They're going to run a lot of sets. They're going to run a lot of counters to their sets that are going to kind of put your fundamentals of defense in flux, where, you know, guys are going to be kind of questioning their principles because, you know, they're going to run good offense. And so if you're, you know, guarding an action a certain way, they're going to run kind of an action that's the opposite of that and put guys in different situations where now they have to think. And, you know, when you have to think on the floor, it makes you a step slower. So, you know, we're going to get ready for them, and they're going to play similar defensively to Virginia with that pack line defense, and they're going to really do a great job of keeping the ball in front of them. You know, they're going to do a great job, you know, at the rim with their rim protector and Fernandez, and we're going to hopefully have to make some hockey assists for you guys up there that like hockey. You know, we're going to have to, you know, skip the ball and then make one more and then try to drive it or try to shoot it. It's not going to be where we're just going to be able to get by our guy and score, because they're going to be in tremendous help defense.
You brought up Tyler Cavanaugh. He had a huge game for you guys on Tuesday night in the win over San Diego State. Why has he been so successful during this tournament run for you guys?
You know, he transferred from Wake Forest, where he, you know, was playing, you know, over 20 minutes a game. He averaged almost 9 points a game there in the ACC. He had a 20-point game against Duke and a victory. And, you know, he came to GW because he wanted to win. He wanted that great experience where he was going to be a focal point. And, you know, coming to a team that has veterans, especially Kevin Larson, has really helped us because he's able to play inside out, and Kevin's been, you know, really shooting the ball well from 3 now, and he's a 6'10" center. So teams kind of have to pick their poison. They can't really double anyone, and when they do, you know, we have, you know, a tough point guard in Joe McDonald who can knock down open shots or get to the rim. Yuta Watanabe on the wing, who's 6'9", who can shoot the ball. Patricio Garino, who's, you know, top 5 in the Atlantic 10 in shooting percentage from 3. So, you know, the fact that he joined a well-rounded team and he's well-rounded himself has really just kind of added another dimension to us. And he's just a phenomenal kid. He, you know, we work out every day, even if it's just for 15 or 20 minutes, just to kind of stay sharp and to kind of go through different shots and different looks he's going to get within our offense. And Coach Lonergan's been great. You know, he listens to the guys, and during timeouts, whether you know, he's seeing something or they're seeing something, he's going to listen to them and you know, kind of go with it. So if Tyler sees he has a mismatch, or, you know, Coach wants to run an isolation play for Ty, Coach will be like, oh, Coach, you know, I don't think I can take that guy off the bounce. Let's get Kevin the ball here. And kind of that selflessness is kind of what's kind of just, you know, morphed into this team and kind of taken us over. And we've been able to, you know, play really well in this NIT run here, going for our 5th straight win. And, you know, obviously, you know, beating Florida from the SEC and now beating a great San Diego State team coached by, you know, Coach Fisher, legendary, you know, coach who's coached pro upon pro. It's just been great for this program. You know, this run we're on, this 3-year run Coach Lonergan and our staff is on, it's 73 wins, the school record. So, you know, we got a chance to break the single-season record for school wins.
Albany native Carmen Maciariello on the phone with us, 1045 The Team, 1045theteam.com. Assistant basketball coach at George Washington. Has the Colonials in the NIT championship game tonight at Madison Square Garden. Coach, you get to come back up to New York. You getting a lot of the Albany contingent asking you for tickets and coming down?
Yeah, so definitely some people. You know, my mom and dad came down, and you know, my sister's on the West Coast now, but she's been cheering in the the best part of it is, it's on ESPN too. So, for all these national guys, all the guys who recruit nationally and even internationally, it helps because they get to watch it. But yeah, hopefully have a bigger contingent coming down from the 518 tonight.
What's that going to be like for you guys to play in a championship game environment in the world's most famous arena, Madison Square Garden?
Oh, it's, you can only dream of it. When I played at Siena, we played in a doubleheader when Bobby Gonzalez was the head coach at Manhattan, and I played for Louis Orr. And, we played down here at the Garden, but, it wasn't, as electric as it was. And I expect it to be, phenomenal tonight. It's, great atmosphere as a kid, growing up watching Jordan and seeing Spike Lee on the sidelines. All the great players that have played there. It's just great to try to be able to cut down in that. I kind of correlated to when we won the Diamond Head Classic at GW. We were, in Hawaii, and we beat Ohio U in the first round. Then we beat a Colorado team in the second round, and we ended up beating Wichita State in the championship. And, these championship games, you're on adrenaline. You have a day in between to prepare. So, we're just going to let it all kind of play out and just kind of enjoy the ride. And these seniors have done so much for this program and for our staff and the university. I mean, people don't realize just what happens with seeing that logo on national TV when they even just flash the score, seeing that GW. That's advertising and marketing. That's you can't put a dollar amount on.
Carmen Maciariello with us, 104.5 The Team and 104.5theteam.com. Brady and Gaz in for Levac today. Colonials taking on Valpo tonight in the NIT championship game at Madison Square Garden. Carmen, switching to the NCAA tournament. We're getting all our listeners ready for the Final Four. Are you surprised about the Final Four matchups? Are you surprised to see Syracuse make their improbable run? What are you thinking about the Final Four?
I'm a Syracuse fan. Obviously, Mike Hopkins growing up has been a mentor to me, and he's a great guy. Tyler Lydon's one of those guys that played for the City Rocks, Daewon Coleman, and, just excited for that, just for, New York State basketball as well. But, anytime Syracuse can get in the NCAA tournament, which they did this year, which kind of, some people kind of were in uproar about. But, their 2-3 zone is so tough to replicate in practice, their length, their athleticism. Offensively, they don't really run much, and they kind of let their players play, and they have talented guys. So when they can get in a situation where they're in a tournament where there's some short prep and the teams that are trying to prep for them aren't able to kind of, simulate that 2-3 zone, they're going to have a chance. And, your second part of the question, I actually had, 3 out of the Final Four teams picked in my little mock bracket for myself.
Wow.
So I had Carolina and Villanova meeting in the championship. I got Nova beating Oklahoma, but my sleeper team was Utah out of that other region. So Utah upset me, but 3 out of the 4 isn't bad for a lowly assistant basketball coach.
Not bad for someone who's got a lot of other things to be doing right now, like coaching for an NIT championship. So the fact that you got 3 out of 4 without having the time to sit and really prep for the bracket, that's impressive, Coach.
Yeah, not bad. We were hoping, you always hope when you don't make the NCAA tournament, your schools, and I think VCU did a great job. They had Oklahoma on the ropes, and I think there was a storyline about maybe Doug Brooks from VCU kind of talking some trash with Buddy, and that kind of set him off a little bit. So, it's funny. Now you got DeAndre Bembry from St. Joe's declaring for the NBA draft. So, hopefully we can keep getting more talent in this league, because I truly believe the Atlantic 10 is, it was rated, I want to say, top 7 conference in the country, but hopefully, as we're the only Atlantic 10 team left playing, we're proving to people that, hey, you can get to the NBA from the Atlantic 10, which people have shown, and also, you can win championships. And that's what we're trying to do here, trying to just leave this legacy for these seniors and be able to hang a banner. And it's not often that you get to say you played for a championship at Madison Square Garden.
Carmen Maciariello, Albany native, doing big things at George Washington. Watch the NIT championship game tonight. They're taking on Valparaiso. Carmen, best of luck. The Capital Region will be behind you as always. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you so much, guys. Appreciate it.